Hey guys, this is Salvador64 here, commentating a WWE'12 video on Team Cheesy. Now, today we'll bring you a WWE'12 video, of course, of the Royal Rumble with Cody Rhodes, the current WWE Intercontinental Champion. Now, as you all know, Cody Rhodes, he's been really entertaining, like the fans out there in WWE. Even though he's a heel, he's pretty good. I like him. He would be one of my personal picks for to win the 2012 Royal Rumble, which will be a 30-man Royal Rumble this year. And that man right there was the winner of last year's Royal Rumble, which was a 40-man Royal Rumble.
And now it is time for the Royal Rumble match. Now in this match, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This continues until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Now the only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope, with both feet landing on the floor. The last man in the ring will be declared the winner of the Royal Rumble and will advance to the main event of WrestleMania.
That's always pretty nostalgic whenever they announce the Royal Rumble match. Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-view events for the WWE. It's one of the main pay-per-views I would actually see because it's so unpredictable. No one, like, other than the singles match or other matches they have, you can practically predict those. But Royal Rumble winners, those are unpredictable. This is, in fact, dude, Christian can come back and win the Royal Rumble. Nobody knows. And the next person coming up should be Randy Orton. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, speaking of Randy Orton, everybody thinks or believes that he will return in St. Louis, Missouri, which is the hometown for this year's Royal Rumble. Now, this is pretty like throughout this whole gameplay, there'll be like 4 parts to it, just so stay tuned for all parts. So throughout this throughout this whole gameplay, there will be some ironic events that actually follow the storylines in WWE today. And I set up this Royal Rumble to make sure that there's no downloadable content or like characters or wrestlers that aren't currently wrestling today. Well, besides Randy Orton, of course. I did it as if it would be a real Royal Rumble for 2012. And like I said again, everybody believes that Randy Orton would win. Now, this would actually be an awesome moment if Randy Orton and Christian both drew number 1 and 2. So it's like 2 returns in the very first entrances. Actually, that'd be pretty badass, seriously. And excuse me if I have any other younger viewers, which I probably don't have. So yeah. So like I said again, Randy Orton seems to be everyone's pick for the winner. Like, you never know. Like I said again, the Royal Rumble is so unpredictable, you never know what happens. And yeah, so let's see, let's start the match. And don't before I forget, stay tuned for more. I'm gonna be putting up more. If you're just joining in and you barely discovered this channel, be sure to subscribe. I'll be having more WWE'12 and Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, you name it. You can make requests too. Subscribe if you know. I'll be happy to do anything. Now right here, the match barely starts, and you know, look, I think Randy Orton almost immediately takes out Christian. And what I actually would want is that Christian would come back as a face, because Edge wants him to induct. Oh, see, there he is. Well, Edge personally wants Christian to induct him to the Hall of Fame. Now, this would actually make sense if Christian was a heel. At this point, he'd probably be saying, "Oh, come on, give me one more match." He just wants one more try. Now here comes Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder, a man who has changed a lot over the past year. He went from a jobber to a mid-carder, and right now, about now, he's almost a main eventer. Like the past 2 Raws, he's been in the main event. Actually, he's been in more main events. Of course, he has had a WWE title shot a long time ago. Well, actually, it was like 2009 or something when he was versus Sheamus. He just proposed the challenge, and yeah, and Sheamus just picked Zack Ryder, but he immediately took him out. But you know, Zack Ryder and his show, you know, people love him a lot. And if you've never seen any of Zack Ryder's show, just type in on YouTube The True Long Island Story, and go. Well, yeah, just you can follow him follow him on Twitter, like him on Facebook. Go watch his other episodes, buy his WWE merchandise on WWE'shop.com. Well, yeah. Oh, look at this. Orton? Randy Orton got eliminated. That'll never happen, probably. He'd probably last longer in the actual Royal Rumble. So that's just one event that wouldn't actually happen. It was less likely to happen, especially back with Zack Ryder. But since Zack Ryder is like in a different, like he's like mid-carder now, or like nearly a main eventer, he'll probably eliminate like 2 or 3 people depending on who they are. He'll probably go at it with Dolph Ziggler, but you know. Kofi Kingston, speaking of him, he just lost his WWE Tag Team Champions today. I saw a video. Epico and Primo are the new Tag Team Champions. So if you missed that or haven't seen it at all or haven't heard of it, look it up. You'll be surprised. It wasn't in a live event or on a televised event. It was in Oakland, California, in one of Raw's live events. And The Miz, who just came in right now, he is one person who would be one of my picks to win the Royal Rumble this year. Because in the Royal Rumble, there's like 2 type of winners. There's one, of course, it's like face or heel, you know. Well, there's the like, oh my gosh, I always wanted this guy to win. And then there's always like, dude, that's not even cool. I didn't want this guy to win at all. Miz would be one of those people who categorized as one of the people who be hated to win, but he'll go on to WrestleMania, probably winning the World Heavyweight Championship. But Wade Barrett will probably be he's another pick of mine that would win the Royal Rumble. You know, Wade Barrett, I like how they WWE's been building him, especially with the barrage. You know, he's been winning lots of matches, and he's already moved his way up to the main event. Well, sort of the main event. He's nearly mid-card. He's kind of like Zack Ryder, but he seems to be more likely to become a world champion sooner than Zack Ryder. The Miz, he is a former WWE Tag Team. Well, he is of course a former WWE Tag Team champion, but he was a former WWE champion, and in fact, the world's most must-see WWE champion. And let's see who the next person up here is. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's R-Truth. Now, this is another event that would most likely happen in the Royal Rumble, where The Miz is already in the ring and R-Truth comes out. And of course, unlike here, R-Truth and The Miz would probably be going at it right here. It'd be one of the moments that everybody would want to see. Now, usually, you know, like they would have, like what I meant, like how, it would be most likely that The Miz would be in the ring, and then it would be R-Truth, because R-Truth is the man who's going after The Miz. Though it wasn't like that the past week on Raw. And oh, Zack Ryder is eliminated. Are you serious, bro? Now this is the end for the commentary right now. So watch the next episode.